Meet the BMW 503 Cabriolet, a car that wowed car lovers. It was the first German car with an electric soft top as standard equipment. Its chassis was entirely of aluminium. It was the first mass-produced car with a light alloy V8 engine, and the sound was music to the ear. In 1956, BMW brought out the company's most expensive model up till then, the 503 in the coupe and convertible versions. Each sold for 29,500 marks, the price of a single family home. Michael Putschow has owned his 503 Cabriolet for many years now, and he's still thrilled by it. He invites us to imagine it's 1956, just 11 years after the end of World War II. Suddenly, there's the first car with a V8 engine and 150 horsepower. And it can go 190 kilometers an hour. That stacked up to the Mercedes 300 SL with its gull-wing doors, which was a gigantic car. There really wasn't much else like it in Germany at the time. For him, the 503 still tops it all.
Wirklich eine Schau, ein Überauto, wenn man das so bezeichnen will.
The 503 Cabriolet was a luxury car for factory owners and film stars. Wealthy industrialists like Count Faber-Castell and Rudolf August Oetker drove them in the 1950s. The elegant two-door model took home gold medals from car shows in Cannes, Rome, Lisbon and Vienna. Michael Putschow waxes enthusiastic about the car's power, comfort and size. The technology is simple, nicer than in modern cars. The 503 holds 4 people comfortably, making it great for holidays. And that's without sacrificing sportiness. The only thing to slow him down is when there's traffic on the road. The aluminium chassis was built by the chassis specialist company Bauer in Stuttgart. The design didn't follow any trends from abroad. BMW came up with it on its own. The 503 marked a turning point in BMW design, a shift from pre-war taste to a leaner and more modern look. The understated pontoon shape did without flashy effects and followed the ideal proportions of a Gran Turismo car, a long hood and a short rear end. In its technology, the 503 was based on the big BMW sedans, the 501 and 502. The frame, engine, transmission and axles were almost identical. The interior is impressive too, with its clean beauty and 1950s aesthetics. Three round gauges inlaid in a metal dashboard and a few ivory-coloured buttons. In 1956, this was the state-of-the-art luxury. But the 503 came at a difficult time for BMW. Few people in post-war Germany could afford such exclusive cars. BMW produced only 139 of the convertible version over the course of 5 years. By the late 1950s, BMW was on the verge of bankruptcy. The company rescued itself with small cars like the Isetta and the BMW 700, but of course they didn't have the luxury or the power of a 503. The engine, the world's first cast aluminium V8, was a masterpiece of German engineering. 2 carburetors fed it fuel. Later versions had outputs of 119 kilowatts. At the time, even Mercedes was offering only 6-cylinder engines. Today, a 503 convertible in good shape will set you back €250,000. When it comes to vintage cars, BMW's 503 is a crown jewel.